give it a name. I'm going to call that JBTN1. So that's button JBTN1. So all I just need to do now is right click and make a duplicate. This one will automatically become JBTN2. Look at it right there. So I'll repeat exactly the same thing for both buttons and paste it just right there. If you want to have a look at the property, it's JBTN3, JBTN4. So what I'll do now is just speed this up. Okay, this is how the interface is looking. The next thing I will do now is just to start changing the features of the interface. So let me enter let's just copy that. I'm going to copy that arrow and select the very first button there, come to the text value here and just enter that there. So all I need to do next is just change the type to winging, and that's that done. So right underneath here, if you look at the setup of a calculator, that will be 7, and this will be 8, this will be 9, and so on. So what I'll do next is just speed this up and get back to you guys. Okay, this is how the interface is looking. So the next thing I'll do is double click on the backspace right there and enter the following lines of code right there, and that is the code for the backspace, as you can see. Now let's continue with the code for the clear. Once again, double click on the clear button and enter the following lines of code right there. That's for the clear button. So the next thing I'll do now is to declare the following variables, and right up here declare the following variables right underneath the public class. Let's enter double first number, and if you like you can just copy and paste. Now that will be for the second number and the answer. The last one will just be a string, and this string will be called answer. So that's fine. So let's change this very one to operations, and maybe operations, that's fine, with an S. And this one will be a string as well. Yeah, that's fine. Then I actually need one more of this. So this one will be called results, and this will be called second number. There, those are my variables that I intend to use in place now. Now that the variables are declared, go back to design view, double click on 7 and enter the following lines of codes. Okay, that's for 7, and you can see that is button 7. Actually the name is JBTN5, but that's fine, that's button 7. As you can see, I've also declared a string variable here, because all the text, all the content, the data will be stored as a string into the display itself. So if I run the program right now, this is how it looks like. If I click on 7, I can use my backspace. See that, guys? Okay, but 8 is not working yet. So I will now copy these very lines of code, come into the design view, double click on 8 and paste that right in there. Change the value, that's 6. Let's change that to 6 and repeat the same thing for the next button right beside it. Let's go back and get that sorted. Yep, that's it. It's coming here. Paste and change the value to 7. So I will speed that up and get back to you. Okay, now that I've finished with that, so all I need to do is let me run it for you guys so that you see what I'm talking about. I can select any of the buttons now. I can even select the backspace to get rid of that. So you see that? So clear. So the next thing is, let's code the operators right here, and then we take care of the bug. So double click on the percentage, enter the following lines of codes right there. You can see the operations, that's 0 right there. So I will repeat exactly the same thing for the division there, and just change the operator to division. So I will speed that up. All I'll be doing is changing the operators. So this is for subtraction. I'll do that. We want the subtraction in here, and just change that to subtraction. Now that the coding for the operators are ready, the next thing is to code this very operator right there. Double click on that and just highlight and enter the following lines of codes. So that's it there. So I believe all of these coding are completed, but just the main one is what is left. That's the equal sign. Double click on the and enter the following there. So I have the following lines of code for equals. Have a good look at it. From here I have my variable that is declared there. So let me take it down. Now you can see it. And if you want, I've developed this very tutorial before, but the only difference is just the backspace, which is right here. The backspace is the main reason why I'm developing calculator again. So I double click on it and just show you the codes for the backspace again. Here I've declared a variable, and here these are the lines of codes for the backspace. Have a good look at it from here up to here. So what I'll do next is just run the program so that you guys see how the whole probe works. So 8 or 78 multiplied by 2 there. So we can even use a backsplit, delete one of those, multiply that by 9, and that's it. So maybe divide by 5 there. So as you can see, that's how you develop a calculator with a backspace in Java NetBeans. So let's run it one more time. There guys, and that's the backspace. So you all have a nice day now.